Hello, everybody. Good late afternoon from Antwerp, Belgium. This is the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2024 Game Day 3 battle between Belgium and Nigeria. And the good news for both of these countries is they have already punched their ticket for the Olympic Games in France, which are going to be played later this year. After this one, we have Senegal going up against the United States, the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup winners who had already qualified for the Olympics, but they played here. Senegal, of course, will not be advancing. These are the standings as we speak. USA over the top at 2-0 after that unbelievable win against Belgium on opening night. Nigeria are third, and Senegal fourth. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart. And Zania, it's not every day that you get to play the USA, that you get to play Nigeria, that you get to play Belgium, whatever. I mean, these games are always important, not only just to qualify for Olympic Games, and with that already done for both these teams, rankings, points, all kinds of things. When you're together, you want to play and play well.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Jeff, but also you don't have much time, and I think these games, playing against great opponents like a Belgium, like a USA, you can learn so many things. And I was actually having this conversation this morning with the referees at breakfast, and I was saying, as a rookie or a young player and you get small minutes or you come into a game, nothing can create that feeling or that moment other than being put in the deep end or in the fire. You know, the heart rate starts racing, the crowd is going. There's so many things that you can learn in games like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, it's a great opportunity for Nigeria. Belgium are loving the crowd. They played in front of the big crowds every single night. Nigeria did play in front of big crowds, but they weren't loud crowds. But now, because they're playing against Belgium, it's going to get loud.
It's going to get so loud. We're expecting 10,000 plus, but the Belgium have done a fantastic.
I think it's 13,000 plus. Yeah, it's just not quite as many as the opening night.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, and it's just a wonderful step in the right direction, exactly where we want women's basketball to be. These Wildcats have been excellent this tournament. You know, okay, they had that disappointing, heartbreaking loss versus USA on the first night, but boy, I bet you they learned lots of things also from that game.
Yeah, there's definitely the Belgian Cats have excited everybody, and they've made the fans wildly crazy about them. I mean, everybody in Antwerp is buzzing about the women's team and what they've been able to do. Of course, they won the FIBA Women's Eurobasket last year. Everybody has their eyes on the Cats. We're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems.
And I ask you to sing as loud as possible the national anthem of Belgium.
Of the national anthem. I think it's just such an important part of playing international basketball, to sing your national anthem with, you know, the letters across and the colors across your chest is just a moment that you'll never forget.
Something you used to do when you played for GB, Great Britain.
Yes. Well, we were joking, but let's have a look at the referees.
Martin Vulic, the crew chief tonight. In the middle behind the ball from Croatia, Yasmina Alcaraz from Spain on the left, and Jan Vezo-Davidson from Madagascar on the right. You know that Yasmina Alcaraz is near Figueres. That's where she's from, which is up in Catalonia near the French border.
Okay.
A little bit of trivia for the night.
Thank you very much. We were just saying that both teams are 11 on 11. We have Rezamont, who is not playing, and Sarah Ogoke.
That's right. We do have Amy Okonkwo, though, with Palace Kunayi, Akpana, Elizabeth Balagoon, Promise Amukamar, and Blessing Ejefor in the starting five, with Lauren Abo, Okoro Musa, Taiwo Adeyeye, and Inabosi coming off the bench. Just going to throw this out there. I've said it before. Inabosi needs more minutes. She can help this team defensively. And here is Rina Makama, head coach of Nigeria. Connections to the state of North Carolina, I'd like to say. And also, a lot of these Nigerian players have connections to the U.S. A lot of growing up there, from there, and representing the country of their parents, grandparents. And some exciting stuff from Belgium starting five tonight. Antonia Delade, Emma Misselman, Betty Manunga, Julie Van Loo, and Julie Alemont, with Ramet, Nastia Kleisens, Serena Lynn Geldof, Massey, Maxwella Lowosa, and who else am I thinking? Ine Yoris, and playing for coach Rashid Messian.
Well, I think Belgium have been in a different class of their own. I just feel like they've been playing at their tempo, their style. They're a well-oiled machine. Like you said before, they are the champions, the queens of Europe, and they've definitely played like it. They've stepped up to that position. And I think tonight will just be a cherry on top. You know, for the fans, it's a great time for them. They've made the Olympics. It's just, I'm really excited for this Belgian team.
Yes, a celebration of women's basketball, really. Yeah. When you watch, you know, these two teams play, I mean, you talk about Nigeria winning 4 consecutive FIBA women's AfroBaskets in a row. I mean, they are the dominant force of African basketball. And Belgium, you can't talk to anybody that knows anything about women's basketball that doesn't rave about their style of play. They have basically said, we're going to play the beautiful game, and we're going to beat people with it. And they almost beat the USA on opening night. Nigeria have their work cut out for them against Belgium.
They do. And I think this is great for Nigeria because, like you said, they are the champions of AfroBasket. They have won that multiple times. But now, as they get ready, this is great preparation for them going into the Olympics to play a team that potentially, in my opinion, could medal. So for them, it's important that they get their style, their chemistry, their DNA. And usually Nigeria is a full-court pressing team. I haven't seen that this much in this tournament. I would like for them to maybe get back into that. But I just think a wonderful moment. And I'm excited for today. So we'll get ready for the game. Both teams on the way out. We'll shake hands. I hope that Nigeria doesn't do what Senegal did the other day. They stepped off of Emma Messiman, and just gave her way too many shots, too many open shots, Jeff. She had 32 points against Senegal. She was incredible. She was a class athlete, an MVP at multiple levels. So hopefully they don't disrespect her in this game.
Great points. We're about ready to start here. Palace, Kunayi going up against Emma Messiman. Opening jump. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. We're late afternoon here in Antwerp, the great city in Belgium, and I mean that genuinely. It is a fantastic place. And Belgium taking on Nigeria and getting the first 2 points in typical Belgium style.
Typical Belgium style, moving the ball. Each player had touched the ball. Great offense to start the game.
Kamara. Not much movement for Nigeria. Balogun has to pass. They're not even going to get a shot off.
And a great defensive possession. That's how you start the game. But they've overwhelmed Nigeria.
Nigeria, FIBA world ranking number 11. And here's Emma Misaman backing it in. Belgium world rank number 6. The FIBA Women's World Rankings presented by Nike, always interested to keep up with those. That's a miss. And here goes Julie Van Loo. Behind the back pass. And fouled. And they just, it seems like almost on every possession give you a reason to get excited.
Yeah. It's a foul, but what I liked about Mamisaman's last play is just her poise. How she takes her time, waits for the defense to fly by.
Alamon was so good the other night coming in against Senegal after missing the game against USA. Van Loo is deep.
Well, you know what one thing Van Loo's going to do is shoot the basketball. She loves that shot.
Balogun for 3 from the right corner.
Balogun, I like that. Good answer. Well-needed score for Nigeria.
Alamon. Must have killed her not playing against the USA the other night. Look at that. Pass inside. Delade lays it up and in.
They really play as a unit, and that's why I really enjoy watching Belgium. They move off of each other. They're constantly looking for one another and their own shot.
Blessing Ejiofor hasn't really been able to make much of an impact. Here she is. She's got it. Shot clock winding down. He gets it up, and just a little too late. Doesn't matter. She missed it. Oh, I guess she did get it up in time. Yeah, offensively, Nigeria has had their struggles. Blessing Ejiofor missing it from a long way out. Manunga puts it up and in. Look at this. An easy one. Alamon. Wakama wanted a timeout. They get it. And it's not the start probably that Nigeria wanted. Let's listen.
Nobody's running. Amy, I need you to run. All right, we need a rebound. What are we doing? All right, run, run, run. We look like we're in sin. Okay, we got it out of us. Now we got to go. Okay, they're trapping ball screens. All right, they're trapping ball screens. So, P, you got to attack them. Don't let them trap you. And if they aren't trapping, guys, don't stand there and watch her get trapped. Flash, all right? Also, we got to know the shot clock. Bench, that's on you too. Bench, you have to call the shot clock. All right, we had 2 shot clock violations. That's not acceptable. We got to communicate. Got to communicate. Right now, we're regular hordes. Let's just play. They want to trap, that's fine. Go off of Ebo. All right, they trap, drag it out. Whoever's here, bless it, come up high. All right, pass it. Ebo roll, let's get inside. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Hey, turn up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I think that tells a lot. Coach talks about, hey, we look like we're running in sand. And I think that is a good point, because 3 games in 4 days, Jeff, is a very difficult task. And she just pulls that timeout, says they're trapping the ball, make sure we come and help our teammate or attack. And so a great timeout, as it's a 10-3 start from Belgium, and everything's been easy for Belgium, where it's been difficult for Nigeria to score.
Quote. Pass, knocked away. Now it's Alamar. Betty Manunga. Conquo. Banks it in.
Just going to say earlier, I needed a Conquo to get going. She's a huge offensive piece for this Nigerian team, and I just feel like the last couple of games not been as aggressive, so good to see that score.
Alamon for 3. Have a chance for Nigeria. Closer. Balogun. Good job. Oh, no. Alamon reading the pass and knocking it away. Van Loo. Look at Alamon hustle down. Beats Nigeria down the floor. Just out hustled him.
Yeah. And Alamon death stares the referee in the eyes, saying, why is that not an and 1?
Alamon, for a player who missed opening night against USA because of a knee injury, does get up and down the floor pretty quickly.
Very quick.
It's like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, they missed her and Linskins on opening night versus USA and lose. Yeah.
Kiara Linskins.
Yeah.
MVP of the FIBA Women's Eurobasket last year. So Geofor sits down. Balogun sits down.
And Musa comes in. I liked Musa last game.
He's automatic.
Oh, shit. 13 points versus the USA at mid-range.
Alamon to the corner. Maxwella. Lisua. Alamon from the left again misses. And Misama gets in there, takes it over Coro. And Coro could have had that rebound. Misama puts it up from the elbow. Belgium struggling a little bit. Japan have beaten Canada, so Japan have clinched their spot in the Olympics. Congratulations to them. Canada still with a chance. And there is a Conquo scoring for Nigeria. Canada needs Spain to beat Hungary.
That group has been wild.
Oh my goodness.
Group of death, we called that, didn't we?
Group of unpredictability then as well. There is Delare from the baseline.
I feel like she's really had a wonderful tournament, really coming into her own, you can see, with confidence.
Musa. Ooh, Conquo. Gets the ball. A little more fight from the Tigers. Here's Musa. This time she doesn't. Ebo knocks it away. She was boxed out by Lisua. 14-7. The Cats have the pass deflected. Good job, Musa, getting the hands up. No, nice no-look pass, but it's intercepted by Misama, and then she just throws it up to Delare.
Beautiful steal by Emma Messmer. She knew where that was going, stuck her hand out.
Why are they getting so many breakaways, do you think?
Well, they're out to the races as soon as they get the ball.
I mean, Nigeria not keeping somebody back. Here goes Lisua. Good job of Koro knocking it away. But it's 16-7, and if Nigeria are going to stay in this game, they can't afford to fall any further behind. Belgium, not a team you want to try to come back against. Here's Mason, gets it over. Lisawa. She gets blocked. I like what Kama is doing. She's trying to get her team to pick up the tempo a little bit. Ebo knocks it down.
You can see that.
Pointer.
Yeah, we did see that versus Senegal where they stepped off of her completely. So she has that in her toolbox.
She does, in her repertoire.
Her arsenal.
In her bag of tricks. There is the baseline shot. Mason missing. That's a big shot by Ebo. Oh, look at Promise Omukamara fouled by Delade. I would think with any team, but especially Nigeria, one area, if they can really, from a conditioning standpoint, be at their best, and that helps their defense, that gets them easier points. I don't feel like this women's Olympic qualifying tournament, they are
in shape.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. And that's totally fine to say, because the intensity, the level that the other team / how you're going to be playing as an offensive screen to turn over the ball at the Olympic Games, you've got to be in your best shape. I remember training for the Olympic Games, and I was doing
2012,
and
wow, a weird turnover for Belgium. And you remember what? You were training and it was like no more baked beans, no more pizza.
No, hypoxic training where you put the mask on and you go up altitude training to get extra oxygen. And we were doing so many things, and you really got to commit to that, because it's a huge commitment. To be at the Olympics, you've got to be in shape.
Yeah, that I can visually remember so many Olympic Games where teams are just getting after it. You guys were getting after it.
Yeah. And we were in shape, I must admit.
Well, it's an area where you can't be weak. Here's a foul called, so a little bit of a recovery here for Nigeria, although they're not really scoring much.
What they are doing is pounding the ball inside, really going to the post players.
Get up and put some pressure on this team.
It's the full court press. For me, when I think of Nigeria basketball, is this, the full court press. Trapping, hustling, running, making you have to think under pressure.
Ahmed in the game. Van Low from the left. Geldof corrals the rebound. Ahmed always looking to make that pass. Oh goodness. She goes off one foot. Even she couldn't help but smile. It was almost as if she didn't mean to do it. She apologized for having to do it.
Well, she's having fun with it.
And look at that. Ramet diving on the floor for the loose ball. Box checked for Rashid Mazian. Hustler. Getting after it.
Yeah, I've been really happy with her minutes, and we spoke about, yes, you've qualified, but now you've got to keep and show and prove your spot. There's only 12 players that can go, and I think plays like that can really build the trust with your coach.
Here's Taiwo in the game. She's going to inbound it. She hasn't really been able to show any of her qualities. First of all, in terms of not getting many minutes, but that's, you got to earn them, you know. But on the other, look at this, bounce behind, backdoor pass. Her biggest quality is her shooting, but I think the scout has been out on her. Lagoon.
Ooh. Easy. Too much swinging, moving the elbows to get her space to shoot the layup.
Let's have another look. Oh. A couple of little elbow jabs.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
I guess one of the big questions for us, Zany, as well, is that Lisa was really, arguably, the best player for Belgium on opening night against USA. And then she raised the bar. And then in the next game when, Alemán came back and then she went out of the starting lineup, she wasn't nearly as impactful. And it's hard to know how to interpret that.
Yeah. Well, I do think some players, it can affect you if you start, if you don't start, But for me, I just feel like the most important game was the USA game.
Yeah.
She had no fear at all. She went at Diana Taurasi. Was really good to see that. And she had 17 points that game.
Good defense by Palace to knock it out of bounds. Here's Lisa. Look at that. Look at that. That's more like it.
She said, Jeff, you know what? Let me show you.
Pass up to Musa. Okoro back to Palace. Look at Palace flying in. Takes the bump from Massey and is going to the line.
The drive. A little skip. She does get hit.
Hey, there were so many good players in those Nigeria teams when they started to put themselves on the map. You go back and you look, and you look at the last Olympic team, Adaora Elonu, the legend, really. Inyangifa, awesome player. Odor Achidum, Zini Kalu, the former FIBA Women's Afrobasket MVP. The quarter has finished, and it's Belgium on top 22-11 against Nigeria. What about these stats, Lizania, the shooting stats? What can we
first quarter
infer from that?
Yeah, just 85% for Belgium, but 0% from the three. Obviously Van Loo, she'll shoot that shot every single time. 25%, 2 from 8 for Nigeria. A little low, but here are your first quarters. Best plays.
Alemán often involved in the best plays, and the beneficiary, well, it's Manunga on that one.
Yeah, I really like the style. Here was the poise of Emma Messman, let the defense fly by.
Well, let her hit her in the face, and unfortunate not to get a call there.
This is a nice three-point shot, and after Nigeria took that timeout and kind of just, regrouped, was a little bit better, but for me, Belgium are under control, playing. Here she is dancing. Had Palace on skates. And then the finish, beautiful by Van Loo.
So this Nigeria team comes here after winning the FIBA Women's Afrobasket. And I think a lot of people expected them not to win it last year, when they no longer had Ifeanyi Bekwe, they no longer had Victoria McCauley, they no longer had Izene Kalu, Chidum, Inyangifa. Look at this, courtside, 1891. Get it in your smartphone by scanning in the barcode. You get schedules, scores, streams for international basketball, especially. That's what you need to have. Get it on Apple or Google Play. And really, you wonder how, as we look at this incredible crowd of Belgian fans, a lot of those players stopped playing really kind of still in their prime. I know they had some issues and they ended up they qualified for the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, well, I think it was important.
And then they didn't go.
Yeah, they didn't go.
So those players put in so much. And then So they didn't go. Some of those players that also helped qualify stayed with the team.
Well,
and
having Promise and Mukamura back and Sarah Goko, those are two fine pieces from the younger, that team, that older team that we were talking about. And having Promise here, she's defending the ball. It's a solid point guard, which I felt like they were missing from their team.
But I think Kalu is just almost irreplaceable for her tenaciousness. You're talking about a FIBA Women's AfroBasket MVP. Here is Van Loo for three, rattles out. And McCauley obviously is amazing. Here goes the pass to Balogun. But all national teams have issues that they go through, and Nigeria trying to move on. Here is Ramet. And low. Joris. Yeah, Joris has been impressive.
Headed out to that mid-range baseline jump shot. Beautiful.
Danger time for Nigeria. They're down by 13. Belgium starting to run. Abo didn't know the ball was coming up. And the Joris pass goes out of bounds.
Massey thought she was going to shoot it, so she's turned around to rebound the ball, and then she's passing it. So it's a little bit of a miscommunication.
So three new players come in, three go out.
Somebody needs to go out.
No, they want Van Loo to go out. And Ramet to stay in. Confusion in the ranks for Belgium. They don't know who's coming off the court.
There's still 6 people on the court, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, finally.
Maxwella needs to.
Thank you. In due time.
Quick Max has to figure that out.
Concord to Abo. Taiwo, boy. That's an area where she must make that shot.
Break the full court press.
How about Joris? Another great opportunity for Lezian to see his youngsters, because obviously they're going to have to make some decisions about who's going to the Olympics, and I suppose Nigeria also might be other players champing at the bit to get a chance. Joris out to Alemán. Ramet, high arcing three, and that's short. And Messerman with the steal. Bounce pass. Alemán.
Beautiful, Jeff. I'm telling you, Emma Messerman averages 4 steals and is just on it.
Look at the steal from Ramet, taking it away, and an unsportsmanlike call on Promise Mukamura.
Here it is. Fix the pocket.
They might go review that, because she was going for the ball. I guess not. They're going to tell us that doesn't need to be reviewed, being fouled in that position because the basket. 27-11. You can just feel that nail in the coffin being driven in right now. I mean, this is for Nigeria struggling to score. Really feels like the only way they're going to get back is if they start pressuring and creating some turnovers. Now,
well, the thing is that what Belgium are doing really well is putting pressure on Nigeria that they can't even get a shot. I think they're just checking for blood, maybe.
I mean, at the end of the day, both of these teams have already qualified for the Olympics, so you always have to bear that in mind. So for Nigeria, they won the game they had to win against Senegal. They did that. And now they've got to make the most of this opportunity in front of more than 13,000 fans. Look at that, the steal. Good defense that time from Nigeria. Kwankwo, fouled by Yoris.
Sportsmanship. Here they go inside. This is what I want more for Nigeria.
Balogun wants to go past Massey, does not promise Amukamara to Balogun. Shot clock winding down. Balogun hits the three.
Great offense. It's one of their best yet. Moved the ball. Got a wide open shot.
Yoris for three. And again, Belgium not making their threes tonight. Simon.
Easy. That's her favorite little spot, that. Baseline jump up. She comes out early, one of the first players out on the court, and does that warm up.
You saw a picture of that young fan waving the Belgian flags. They've gotten the kids excited, this Belgian team. They are right behind them. I mean, it's a pretty awesome sight, really, as we look at the Nigerian bench. Tanzania, look around this arena, all the way around it, see how many fans, both the lower level and the upper level.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and
this is a big event.
We've met some people that have come in town to watch Belgium play. Belgium still struggling from the three-point line. They are over 10.
I guess that's the advantage also being in Belgium. It's not a huge country, so if you want to drive somewhere to watch a game.
True, but I'm just talking
Kwankwo.
about effort.
And there you go. Count that. Kwankwo, the AfroBasket MVP from last summer.
Lovely move, look. Puts her in a spin cycle. He's hugging her. Lovely finish on the left-hand side.
Kwankwo wheeling and dealing. She can take over the team lead. She can take over the game lead in scoring right now. She makes this. It'll be a game-high 7 points. Several players have 6 points, including her teammate, Elizabeth Balogun.
There you have it.
She's got a game-high 7 points, Amy Okonkwo.
Also, Classis has subbed in.
Good hustle, Nigeria, and this is the department where they have to be good.
Much better. Look at this. Just gets her hand in, fumbles the ball, and then dives on it.
Oh boy, Okonkwo's pass taken away by Messerman. Nunga, her pass deflected. Delare. Nunga with the board. And much like the game against the USA, Nigeria struggling to get rebounds against this Belgian team.
This lady I was talking about, she's 19 years old, and we joked around that she's the same age as Diana Taurasi, who is also on in this side in this group in USA that has been playing for 20 years. She's as old as her career.
Wow. She wasn't even born, basically, unless it started. Talking about her national team career.
Yes.
2004 Olympics.
Correct.
Athens.
Yes. Diana Taurasi's going for her 6th gold medal.
That's right. She's got to make the team.
Seriously. She's got to make the team.
I mean, USA, you have to think that USA is going to make some changes too. And
they're not going to cut Diana Taurasi. I'll tell you that for free, Joe. You always want a vet. Listen, we saw her sub in and shoot those clutch free throws.
Yeah, that's true. Here's Alamon. Goes behind the back. Delare. Mr. Kleisson's in the corner. They leave her open. Ooh. Boy, they have not hit a 3 all night. 0 for 12. They're not really missing them badly.
Yeah, there's been some that's rimmed in and out.
Balagoon, meanwhile, has a couple of threes. She misses that one. They scrap away, but Alamon has it. She's going to get it to Kleisson's in the right corner again. And then she passes it back out. Look at Messamon posting up. Manunga. Delare from the left corner. Finally, the 3 for Belgium, their first of the game. Oh, nice pump fake, Conquo. And then just missed the reverse layup, although she was guarded on the other side, and it leads to a fast break. And Alamon misses. Well, you can miss that one today, but in the big games, you better not miss them. Balagoon, meanwhile, makes it a 5-point swing, hitting the 3-pointer. That would have been a huge lead for Belgium, but instead it's still 14 points. Timeout, 3:51 remaining.
Alamon gets out in the break, just fumbles the ball on the layup. A lovely 3-pointer back. Let's listen in to the timeout.
C'est là où il faut qu'on apprenne. We have to learn there, okay? 5 against 4. Give a foul. Give a foul. Plutôt que de laisser un tir à 1 contre 0 comme ça, là. Il y a Maxou qui rentre pour Nastia. On joue le mouvement 5, d'accord, avec Emma. Emma, si quand tu reçois le cross-screen ici, elles sont en train de te bumper, va jusqu'au ball screen. Ok, va jusqu'au ball screen. Reverse the ball and go until the step of screen at the end. Okay? Et là, pareil, peut-être être dans le pop ou dans le roll. Adapte-toi par rapport à ce qu'elle fait. Okay? Si elle dive, montre-toi toujours au-dessus. Okay? Si elle pop, flash au panier. Okay? Il faut qu'on mette le mouvement. Okay? Side to side. Reverse the ball. Okay? Et en défense, on ramène toujours la même chose. Le box-out et les post-up. Allez, one.
Well, here's the missed layup. Just kind of hit the rim wrong. So, bad luck. You couldn't believe it either.
Don't laugh, Maxwell. You missed them as well. And then Balagoon, as so often happens after a missed easy one, the other team goes and scores.
Well, good timeout from Belgium. I think that's great coaching, especially when Nigeria's getting a little run and starting to get some confidence.
Again, both teams have already qualified for the Olympics. Going for second place right here and potentially first, depending on what happens with the USA. Although I suppose because the USA had already beaten both of these in a goal difference and tiebreaker, yeah, they would finish first. So playing for second place. Here's Promise Mukamara. And I like Senegal, but they're not going to beat the USA later tonight.
Absolutely not.
Here goes Delare.
This is unorthodox kind of shooting form, but man, it goes in. She's strong, takes her time around the rim. Great defender.
She's got 11 points now.
Yes, she does, and they're silent 11 points.
11.
And here they go, they've got numbers.
Oh, beautiful. It's just immediate. You know, Alamon doesn't think twice. I mean, it barely is in her hands a split second, but she's already passing her right back on the give and go. Good D, though. Good hands from Nigeria.
Maybe we're also seeing a little bit of a tired, both teams really. Like I said, 3 games and 4 days.
They had the day off yesterday.
Have
They
you
had a
played?
nice lunch like you did on the river. Chilled.
We did have a lovely lunch.
There is
What was that restaurant?
Toro.
The Ras?
RES.
What was it? Anyway, but still, 3 games, 4 days.
Okonkwo missing. And the steal from Okonkwo. Good job, Okonkwo. Back to a 14-point deficit facing the Tigers. And now Balogun knocks it out of Delade's hands. Not sure where she's going to pass it. She finally gets it to Manunga. Delade puts it up. A little bit rushed, and now a chance to run and then push it up to Balogun, who's got 13 points. Make it 11, excuse me. And
Another timeout.
12 points to lead.
And a little
Nigeria.
bit
For Belgium, excuse me.
of their own taste of their own medicine. Nigeria getting out on a fast break. I love it. Timeout. Let's listen in.
Et bah alors fais tes replis défensifs, mets de l'agressivité et arrête de regarder les gens. Putain. Là, on vient de prendre le ballon dans les mains. Tu peux pas dribbler ici? T'as 2 joueurs autour de toi. Soit tu t'extrais, mais perds pas le ballon comme ça là. Va au rebond offensif, plus dur, plus d'agressivité dans ton rebond. On joue avec Antonia sur le 0 side, d'accord? Sur le 0 side, tu mets Antonia dans le 2e stagger. Ok, donc le premier pour Maxou, le 2e pour Antonia. Agresse là quand t'attrapes la balle. Là, t'as pas l'écran. Ok, soit dans l'open side, soit dans le catch vers le milieu. Ok, vous stretchez, on donne des lay-ups. Ok, come on, allez, come on, let's go. Faut tuer le match, là. 1.
So, allez, le Cats. Tell you what, that's about the close. Messiaen really kind of tearing into his team that time. Yeah, everybody's saying good things about him, like you and me. What a great, beautiful team. Barkley playing wonderful basketball. And the coach taking them to task over their aggressiveness, aggression, over their intensity, and now they turn it over out of the timeout. And that's going to, whoever just made that turnover, Delade is coming out. Palace. How about that 10-point lead? The Tigers have battled back, and Belgium, since the missed layup by Allemand, have kind of lost their swagger, but now the bucket from Manunga puts it back up to a 12-point advantage. Spain definitely are in, aren't they? Because Canada, they beat Canada. So even if they lose this game, they have the better head-to-head against Canada. So they're in. So yeah, spoke too soon. So Canada are out, and Spain are headed to France. Here's Lissawa. Missing, and Palace. Ooh, boy. Oh, wow, what's going on there? Is she a little bit upset about her hair being pulled? Palace, have never seen that kind of emotion from her. Watch this. Oh. What's going on? Oh, they got tangled up. Look, she helps her up, but kind of like That's like watching Azania Stewart play. That's how you used to be. Didn't want to get into a rebounding battle with you. Ooh, boy, Palace. This is the first. So they've called an unsportsmanlike. She makes one of the two. I guess that's a little bit of a dangerous play, isn't it? Yeah, locking it. Promise. Oh boy, Promise and Mukamar misses the layup, but Palace is there for the putback, and the lead for Belgium is single digits. And it's kind of like they've let the air out of the balloon in here, because the crowd not too excited about the way this game is going. Alemán. I don't think they're going to get booed as they leave the court, but Lissawa banks it in right at the end. Salvages a little bit of respect. So at halftime, Belgium on top 40-29 against Nigeria. Both teams have already qualified for the Olympics, but 40-29, Belgium on top of Nigeria. And I should say Canada are not eliminated because, yeah, they still got the chance with Hungary. Yeah, sorry, just keeping up with this is crazy. Ine Joris showing us what she can do. Yeah, that's to put it mildly, because Messiaen was already very upset with a few minutes left. And I think to be aspiring to be the best, which I think is what Belgium are, you just can't have moments off. They didn't have any moments. They didn't take any moments off against the USA. That's why they took them right to the wire. But you have to be able to be playing, yeah. So Lisa was scoring here, and yeah, sorry, well, we think that some of your comments weren't there, but yeah, it's...
Sorry about that. I was just saying that in the first quarter, it was all about Belgium. In the second quarter, it was all about Nigeria. Much better job by them.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Gets a pizza, puts it up, that's the three to go! Hungary with a 53-48 lead at the end of three.
Anderson darting in. Juan Anderson with Serbia on her back. Puts it in. And now getting 10-2 with the crack. Does a couple of jab steps, now attacking. Rejected by Magmagor. She swallowed that basketball.
And Li Yuan just goes for the circus pass to young Li Wei. And what a start for China on the timeout. Look at her go. Oh my God! She had that ball in her hand for that whole possession.
Oh, what a block by Carlson! Oh, at the buzzer, she just rejects Lauda Hill.
Beck banks it in! And the point to come! Well, that's, if you call that a well-executed play, pass it in, a high on-ball screen. Beck took her time, showed her poise as the clock was ticking down.
Well on top, look at this pass from Alamon. Make the easy play.
Great behind the back. No doubt that will be a highlight. Top 10 play.
Michelle Goury. Johannes all behind the back for Nate. Can she finish it off? Wow! You saw a nice little smile on her face. The players point to each other, acknowledging, recognizing that she made that extra pass, Johannes.
Get it to Pong. She gets free. She puts it up. And oh! Are they going to count it? Has she made it? They're going to review it. They will go and review this. If they have won on that play, that will be a stunner from Brianna Stewart. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Elizabeth Balagoon has shown up at the Sport Palace and has been very good from deep. That one did not count. That was wiped away, but she's got 11 points. She's been doing a little bit of this from behind the arc. What do you think about this, Toro?
Especially when she has her feet set. She's money from those areas, doing a bit of everything.
And then Balagoon leaks out and gets an easy one.
Yeah. And just a much better job from Nigeria. And top scorer for Belgium.
So Antonio Villare
also 11 points.
Going with that layup.
And she's the only one who's scored their three-point. They're struggling from the three-point line. Belgium, they're 1 from 14, and she was the one that scored. She's done a bit of everything. Look at that little step back move. So a good day. First half, that was a lovely steal. Right on the money pass from Emma Messman.
And that's the three that you were talking about. For whatever reason, they just have not been able to get those threes to fall. One reason why Nigeria are pretty, within striking distance.
Yeah, I think that first quarter, Belgium came out strong, looking exactly how they've been playing, but this in the second quarter just fell off a little bit. But finally, it was Nigeria that I'm used to seeing. If I, look back into the history books of how Nigeria plays, that they trap, they full court press, they pressure you, they make things difficult, and that was a very good quarter by them. That second quarter finally got themselves a rhythm and got themselves going, and only down 11, they can work with this, and this is why these games are important to play. But it is tough. 3 games in 4 days, Jeff.
It is tough, and maybe that's for Belgium. Now remember, also you have 1 less player for each of these teams.
Yeah, Sarah Goke isn't here, and Ramet.
No, Resimont. Yeah, Ramet is here, but obviously no Kara Linskins, although she wasn't going to play at all because of her ankle.
Yes, so both teams with 11 players. But what I do like is the coaches are, subbing, keeping the legs fresh as much as you can, and I think that's important. Also, just share the minutes. Why not? You've both qualified. There's no sense of emergency to win, but I do think there is that sense of we want to still play top-level basketball, which I'm feeling Belgium isn't really happy with that first half, but this is why we play 40 minutes of basketball.
I wouldn't be happy if my coach was talking to me when Miss Hines did, because he was definitely unhappy. And they don't want to just be making up the numbers. And they know that, for example, when you look back and see how close Belgium came in Tokyo and how they went out against Japan, and then Japan, they had that great run, and then they ended up not playing their best basketball in the final against the USA. You have to play your best all the time, and if you don't, you definitely have to be those intangibles.
Yeah.
The rebounds, the defense, the intensity.
Well, and just at this level, teams will make you pay. And I just think Belgium always want to strive for perfection. And especially if they want to go for gold. For me, it's nothing crazy to say for me, especially if you only lose on a buzzer beater to USA. You were up 13. You were controlling the tempo. That can build them lots of confidence. They were the champions of Eurobasket. They have a lot going for themselves going into this Summer Olympics.
Yeah, they really do, and they want to make the most of it, because as opportunities go, these may not come around. You remember, you look back at Brazil, and they used to be winners of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in 2004, probably in 1994, and one of the best teams in 1996. All the way through 2004 Olympics, and then gradually now they, the last time they played at the Olympics was what, London?
Yeah, London.
No, sorry, they played in Brazil when they hosted it, but they qualified automatically. But some countries, Australia's maybe dropped a little bit. It's inevitable. I think probably USA has, for good reason, maintained its dominance. Just
yeah, and talking about that group, that Brazil group, Serbia, Australia, Brazil, Germany are the games for this evening. Australia's already punched their ticket to the Olympics. But Serbia, Brazil, and Germany are still fighting, and that was in how that game last night. I couldn't sleep, so I ended up turning on Brazil versus Serbia, and they needed to win +8 to get their ticket, and they had 2 free throws just down the end, and they made one to be +7, and they missed the second, and so now the permutations on that game is wild. It's a difficult situation.
So you stayed up, or you fell asleep and then you woke up and watched it?
I never. The same when I was.
Because you had a late siesta. You had a siesta.
I did have a late siesta. But just in general, even when I was a player, when I was playing, the adrenaline, I just could never sleep. And here, when I'm on comms with you, I just could never settle down and.
I am pretty loud in the room next door, I have to say. So we have look at a little bit of color here in the crowd. Carnival-esque. I know they had the Carnival in Germany, and I know down in Ulst they had a Carnival crowd last night watching their basketball game.
Well, go ahead.
Standing courtside 1891. The barcode.
Yep.
Sorry, I thought you were pointing at me to say it. You say it. Video stream, schedule, scores, and more.
Yeah, courtside.
Courtside Net 1891, the best app out there for your international basketball. To follow it. It's not just the games, some interesting interviews.
We're into the second half of action coming up. The crowd's into it. You said, how many people are in here?
More than 13,000.
13,000.
You tell me where there's an opening. Just right up there is just a few seats.
Yeah, but they're probably getting hot dog and...
So the battle for second place about to resume as we are now underway. Nigeria taking on Belgium, and Belgium winning 40-29. Conquo from downtown hits the 3 over the best player in Europe, and some might say the world, who knows?
Yep, good start. Conquo. That's the energy that I've needed from her this tournament.
Massey open for 3. It's a rare time when you see a shot go up that quickly. Here's Ejiofor, and she is fouled by Messaman.
Here's this little drive, rips it through. Little tap through by Messaman. Easy call for the referees. Good start.
And I think Nigeria, they've stayed in there.
Yeah.
And now you can see on their faces, they're like, hey, come on. Let's snap to attention. We can beat these cats.
Yeah, and it was from that timeout in that first quarter. The coach was just saying, hey, we look like we're running in sand. Let's go. Let's bring more intensity.
Well, you got the Tigress. That's a bigger cat than a cat.
Because Nigeria are the Tigers, aren't they?
Well, the Cats still leading by 7 points. Looking for some execution. Messaman. The pass deflected out of bounds by Promise and Mukamara. Both just not getting minutes. I think she could help them out, but then again, 7 points. Down low, over to Messaman. Back outside, down low. Easiest spot on the court to make a 3 in the corner. She misses. Well, it has definitely been a promising start for Nigeria. Promise to Kamara with her pass and the foul on Delade.
Struggles still from the 3-point line, 1 from 15.
Ooh. Flesh on flesh. Palace goes up for the rebound. Palace seems like she's had enough. She wants to just dominate.
She's asking for the foul, but she comes in here, rips the defense. Excuse me, rips the ball and the defense.
It's feisty. Pugilistic Palace. Battling. That's how you have to be out there. You got to take it to him. And there's Palace getting the foul called on Massey.
That Nigeria still going back to her, yeah, 100%.
Why is she looking like she hasn't committed a foul? She has absolutely hammered her, dropping her arm down on her right arm. Oh my goodness.
They're establishing the low post play, which is great for Nigeria. Just pounding it in there, and it's working. Hits two.
Look at the stroke of Palace. And look at this, folks. It's 40-35. Nigeria trailing Belgium. Van Loo, high arcing three. And Palace with the rebound. And this is the rebounding that we should have been seeing all this time from Nigeria. Conquo scores! And Messian puts his hand to his face, to his head, to say, my goodness, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. His team has really looked, Nigeria has made them look bad. And there's Massey picking up the loose ball and scoring.
Basketball is all about games, momentum, possessions.
And Palace had a Conquo. Sailed it over her head.
Conquo got hit in the face, so she's just moving a little bit slower. But definitely this third quarter, Nigeria has come out. Turnovers there, 8-15.
I hope she's okay. She's really been looking a bit dazed out there. Low.
Good decision. She hasn't hit one yet.
Alamon back to Messaman from the line. Massey comes in for the rebound and it goes out of bounds. Off Massey.
Right, they changed the court.
So it will be Belgian basketball.
As the referee.
Alamon. Messaman picks up the basketball, gets it to Massey. Nice drive, Massey. Oh, and it doesn't drop.
Comes in and out.
Down low and going for the foul. It wasn't called. Now Van Loo in the open floor. Hands it off to Alamon. And Promise Mukamara. Oh, look at this. To pass back to Delare. Nice. Alamon is perfect with that. She gets it, but she's looking to get rid of it immediately.
Immediately, and if it's, you know, not the right pass or even the shot, she's okay to pull it out. You see her will, it's over and back.
And over and back.
Yeah, she's saying she hit it out, but she bounced it on her side, and then it bounced on the other side. So it's the right call. 8 minutes from Palace as Musa will sub in. I like this intensity from Nigeria.
That's a beautiful pass, Messaman. With the layup.
Executed play.
Balogun travels, yep. Lost the balance, backing her way in there. She's going to make a note after that play. What do you think she's going to write down, Rena Wakama? Talk to Balogun about backing down players. Maybe she's just looking at a different play set. Here goes Delare.
travel also. We're having a travel party, it seems like.
Okay. Am I invited?
Where do you want to go?
46-37, Belgium has stabilized things a little. Big moments here for Nigeria with Musa in the game. She picks, she rolls, she gets it, she passes to Ejiofor, and Ejiofor, just the shot not soft enough. No chance of going in that one. Abo's going to come in for Ejiofor. Ooh. Thomas Samukamara getting tangled up with Massey.
Such good movement by Belgium. Level pick and roll and move the ball to the side.
That was definitely a takedown. I mean, that's almost unsportsmanlike, isn't it? I mean, she just yanked her arm.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that as well, but they've called a regular foul, so it's Belgium out of bounds.
Look at Balogun. She's taking the broom, and now she's getting the moisture off the court. That's what I call a multi-skilled player. Okay. Have you ever done that?
Of course. Sometimes you're just not strong enough or quick enough, because if the momentum's with you quickly.
That's a good point. And Messamon misses. Kamara. Balogun. The points drying up for Nigeria all of a sudden. There's Messamon.
Great pass. And she caught that behind her back and managed to distort her body and turn around in time.
Mukamara. Ooh, looked like that was going to drop.
Got the mismatch between Ibo and Amon.
Massey, ooh, the spin. Nice play over to Alamon from the right corner. A little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Said, good poise with their offense. Belgium, they know exactly what they want. They'll turn down a good shot for a better shot, and that's exactly what they got. And finally getting a bucket at the three-point line. 2 from 17.
Conquo taking a difficult shot.
Go to it every single time. Ibo can't guard Emma Messamon.
They're doing all good. Pass tapped over now, Van Loo. Messamon beats the Nigeria defense down the court.
Elite depth. This is why she's one of my favorite post players in the world. She gets the steal on the other end, out to the races. Perfect pass, right on the money.
So timeout, let's go down to the hole. Disappointing phase for Nigeria. They were close.
If he get Liz. Shit, no. Hey, our ball, right? It's our ball? All right, we're going power. We're going power. Amy. All right. Ebo.
Nigerian bodies are back and she just outruns everyone.
I think a guy just made €1,000 for making a shot from half court in the timeout.
That was just as exciting.
You know who's playing tonight?
Yeah, a guy from the crowd came out and shot a half-court shot. This was the difficult pass and catch and a finish. She's great. If you're a young woman or man wanting to get into basketball, out of bounds, silly turnover. Emma Messerman is somebody you want to, you know, really
model your game after, or take notes and watch.
Model your game. Because she just works hard.
Because she's the model player. Oh, nice pump fake. Look at that. 19-point advantage. 20 now. Excuse me.
But as soon as, you know, Nigeria had out of bounds, that little momentum, little, you know, flurry of points, and we thought, oh gosh, Belgium just need to figure it out. Boom, just like that. 5, 6, 7, 8 quick points, and back up by 20. I think down to 5.
Yeah, it's down to 5, and now it's 20. Gets it to Geldof. And low, there it is.
Finally.
Well done, Belgian fans, loving it. Arnett saves it in bounds. A nice no-look pass. Intended for Geldof, but it goes to Promise Amukamara, who's going to take it all the way and doesn't get it, but the foul is called.
Drive by Amukamara. Gets ahead of steam here. Nobody picks her up. Drives it down the middle. Go out and take a rest.
Isawa in the game. I mean, for me, this is a very interesting lineup because you've got Geldof, Massey, and Ramet.
Yeah, they've got quite a small lineup, haven't they?
But these are the players that need to really step up for Belgium. They're going to take it. Okay, so Massey's going to go out.
For me, is just such a silent assassin. You don't see much emotion up and down. She just, you know, goes
stoic.
Back door, works hard.
Traveling, it looks like she might have gotten away with Ramet. Look at that low. Look at jitterbug out there. Ramet. Oh, that looks good. Nope, that was short. It's online. Points. The advantage. Nigeria have to fight back again. Okoro out to Concord. Long take from Concord.
Real aggressive drive. I like this from her. 18 points. Nobody can stop her.
Tries to pass it to Manunga, but it's knocked away. Oh boy, Nigeria had numbers and then the foul called.
You know who was in a full-out sprint there was the referee. You forget that if a fast break has to happen, yes, you've got to get to the baseline so you can see a foul. So you've got to be ahead of the fast.
You've got to be faster
than the fast break.
Yes.
Wow, he was out to full sprint there.
Coro makes the second. And low. Cross skip pass over to Lisa White. Nice play. Has to shoot it and does. The second three of the game. Multiple threes from Oliver. Game 2.
Right on the buzzer. Right on time, Van Loop. Travel. Maybe that's what she needs. Shot clock running down. Shoot it.
It's going to be interesting to see who makes it all the way to the Olympics to join these teams. I'm guessing that here is Ramet driving in. Another. Almost got it in right at the buzzer. Down low.
Rims in and out.
But it was looking pretty grim there for a while, and then all of a sudden Belgium returned. They lead at 63-42 with 10 minutes remaining.
Third quarter, 4 from 21, only getting some to fall, 19%, and Nigeria doing a much better job, also 32% from 2. Well, here is the third quarter, best plays. Nigeria came out with the energy, the enthusiasm that I wanted to see. They were very good, cut it within 5. Then really the storm started to hit. Emma Messman said, okay, guys, that's enough, let's calm down. But I really liked how they answered into the third quarter.
Yeah, and now this is the last 10 minutes for Belgium in this FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament for the fans, and they want to make sure that they leave a good impression on them as they go home and have their Belgian dinners.
Well, Belgium isn't far from France, and I think the first couple of stages of basketball is in the city of Lille. So I feel like a lot of these fans will make the trip and to support their cats. I really do think so. It's closer than Japan, say, last Olympics.
Scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891. Is there anything that you've learned about this Nigeria team that you've been here that you didn't know already?
I think that this is the intensity and the style that they need to play at once they go into this summer. How they played USA the other night was not acceptable. I felt like their energy wasn't there for Senegal, which was the first game of the tournament. This is how I like Nigeria to play, and I hope when they look back or they go to scout or understand, okay, we've made the Olympics, what do we need to do to step our games up?
We've learned a lot about Belgium and about some of these other players that don't get the headlines, but certainly can help, like this young lady right here.
Little coach move, wasn't it?
Conquo has it taken away by Becky Manunga. And Promise Mukamara reaches up, gets the hands up on defense. And Conquo slow to get up. Balogun drives, and Conquo feeling contact. Look at this. Congo is not really asking for the ball here because she was a little bit dazed. You can see her there. She's going to come over to the bench. She's going to stay in the game. There she is. She took a hit.
Oh, she's talking about her move, but she loves that. I think it's quite her style, her type of move. She loves the spin, doesn't she, Congo? And I felt like Belgium read that and brought the trap, and it turned her over.
Barnett takes it cheap.
Lovely job. I really like Barnett, the energy, the speed, that is fouled by Nakamura. Must admit, I like it, what she brings off the bench. Defense, fast offense. Great
we were
pass
talking
up.
to Hannah Mestag, the former Belgium international that's doing TV. She says that's for her. Town and is very strong.
You can see, quite ripped in her arms.
There is another jumper and they're also getting it back at Coro. Coro. Oh, Uncle slipped. Promise Mukamar missing. Watch her. Look how quickly she gets up the court. And full marks to Promise Mukamara. Had big minutes today and sticking right with her. Jordas left wide open.
Good. Maybe Nigeria just goes to their bench and get some fresh bodies.
Oh, great block from guess who? On Promise Mukamara, then Musa. Oh, that might be the first. It is indeed. This is what? Gelda outside. Barnett.
Got her hands on it. Palace will come in for Promise Mukamara.
Natia Clyson's coming into the game. She's got a wrap on her left wrist for Belgium. So Nessamon, Jordas, Isuwa, Adamon on the court. This is a high arcing shot.
She had to shoot it.
Yep. That's desperation. 3-point shot for Balagoon misses. And 2 points for her. Balagoon. Quick pass, Lisowa.
Beautiful. As soon as she catches that ball, her eyes are up. She's looking down the floor. She had multiple Belgian players to pass it to. Found Lisowa running down the court. Beautiful finish. Forces Nigeria into a timeout. You won't be able to listen in. You don't hear the fourth quarter.
No, 71-45.
I like that rule. I think it's a good rule into the fourth. But anyway.
But what if you're a lip reader? You could still know what she's saying.
Sure.
Thought about that?
Sure, but it's more difficult.
Alamon only has 5 assists. She should have a lot more the way she's been zipping the ball around.
7
assists for Messama.
How many steals does Messama have? 4? Or is it 5? Yeah. I do know she has 12 points. Made that look easy.
5 steals.
5 steals, yeah. I thought it was 5. That's a great clip.
She'll get her double-double. She could get a triple. She's got 2 rebounds, 3 assists shy of a triple-double.
It wouldn't be her best. Like, she's
and 5 more steals, she'd get the quadruple
double.
Yes, quadruple double. I was thinking quadruple. But it doesn't work like that. Nigeria coming out. Gonna make a little run here. Trying to get back in this game. Balogun over to Palace. Palace banks it in.
Good job, Palace.
4-point difference. Tell you what, I've seen a lot of comebacks lately. It's too early to, even in this situation, to write Nigeria's chances off, although I think it's unlikely. Back to Tyson. Nigeria get the stop.
Got the mismatch that they need. Yeah. Good job. Nigeria recognizing that. Palace doing a wonderful job on the pick and roll. Then she's got Sims on her back, calling for the ball. Good fight down low.
Pretty sure we're going to have a fair few number of people sticking around to watch the USA play in the next game. So against Senegal, and we'll get to see our favorite Khan.
Oh yeah, for Senegal.
Good job, Messama, knocking it away. He has really been good defensively. He's got 6 steals, yeah. Just waiting for it to register.
Good. Good ball movement. Travel.
Good pass. Bisons. Balogun, feet set. That's good. Oh, that's better. To a 21-point deficit.
She is very good. I said earlier, when her feet are set.
The former Duke Blue Devil.
Yeah, she can drill that 3-point shot. 15 points for her. She had a good day.
She would have played it. Cameron Indoor. Oh, nice pass to it, and that's Jonas. Have you noticed how Jonas is getting a lot of minutes?
Yeah, she's playing well also. And good, and these are the moments that you need to play well. Keep building the trust and get more minutes.
Palace. Like she might have, gotten hit in the head. Ooh, Concord loses it going up. That's to Classens. Look at always zipping the ball around. Tyson from the baseline. And I really like how you see Messama passing up the 3 to give it to Classens. That low comes in. Classens. That's 1 point today.
Emma's on 8 rebounds, 8 assists now, and 6 steals. keep an eye on that stat for you.
Here is Messamon leading the break, now up ahead. Alamon decides to bring it back, gets it to Messamon. We'll see. Alamon has eyes in the back of her head.
And this is where they just play well together. They've played a long time. They know exactly where each other are going to be.
Nice job, Palace. I'll tell you what, I'm glad they've had this second half that they had because the fans want to see it.
Correct. But also for their own pride. And like I said, I think this is the best basketball I have seen Nigeria play this tournament. I didn't think they came out with the right intensity in the Senegal, but managed to come back down. They were trailing 9 points, Jeff, in that game. And then the USA, they just, you know, closed up shop and didn't really play their style. This is much better. This is something that they can keep building on and get ready for the summer.
Concord. And I'm guessing that with Nigeria, good job, Musa, they're going to be thinking we need to have a good, hard training camp.
Yeah.
And be ready to go.
But this is the thing, Nigeria have such a great team, so much talent, history. They've made multiple Olympic games. And so if you just commit to that.
And move for three, another one, that's his third.
Wide open. That's when I think Van Loo is the best shooter, when she has enough time to set her feet.
The Balogun getting in there, and another defensive play by Messamon.
That timing is so elite.
And Obosi's coming in. Adeyeye coming in. And Ejiofor also coming in. So Adeyeye making her first appearance in this game, as well as Nicole and Obosi.
Promise and Mukamara.
She's worked hard. Here's Promise again. Look at that. Going and scoring with the left hand. And she has definitely, yeah, I take your point about her running the point. I mean, I think she's better. The fact that she's been able to grind out today, 32, 33 minutes. She hasn't really shot it well, but it's hustle. She's turned it over, but she does have the 4 steals.
She's on her knees right now, but like I said, 3 games, 4 days.
Messamon doesn't get the triple-double, but she goes out, and here's the applause.
Wonderful day at the office for Miss Emma. And this gets the and one.
Ramet. Oh, she was so open, she lost it. Driving in, lost her concentration, now double dribble.
Turnover that they can't afford.
Do you remember who Emma Messamon had the triple-double against?
No. What,
at the Eurobasket, FIBA Women's Eurobasket last year? Do you remember? You were the courtside reporter.
I was.
I think you asked her about it.
Put that pressure on me. Serbia.
That's it. You're right. She had 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists in that game. And they actually put her back in the game late.
To get it.
So the game was already won. And then she sat back down quickly. Here is Massey. That's a violation. Back in for Delade, who hears the applause. They love her, Antonia Delade.
And she claps to the crowd. She's had a wonderful couple of days, really solid minutes.
Great national team career.
Yep.
all these Belgian players have.
A little zone here, Jeff. We haven't seen them play zone. They get the turnover, little 2-3 zone, changing it up on them in the last minute and a half. I like that.
Ooh, look at the move by Massey. Bounce pass. Oh, get off. Not sure she was ready to score that. She's got to go up and put that away. Come on. At the yay baseline.
Shot the yay from the baseline.
Gonna have a 4-3 corner from Julie Van Loo. Oh. No look. Turns it over. And Messiaen really shuttling players in and out. We're gonna take Massey out. Instead of bring Jordas back in. And he takes Van Loo out. Those two players hear the applause.
And smiles, high fives. Still staying in this zone.
Oh boy, the ball goes off within Ebosse's left hand, out of bounds. So the final minute, and Belgium are going to wrap up their FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament with a 2-1 record, second place, finishing behind the USA. We beat them on opening night in one of the more remarkable games of basketball both of us have ever seen.
Correct.
Certainly one of the most exciting.
Yeah, I was flabbergasted on that last shot. I couldn't even get my words.
Flabbergasted?
Yeah.
Wow.
The shot went viral and there's no voice of mine. I ruined it.
Well, who did they put it up? Okay, what I meant. Why don't you re-edit it and put your own voice on it?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Geldof tries to get it to go. And Ebosse, Nigeria go for another basket. JF4 banks it in. They need more scores, this Nigeria team. They got to put these chances away. Belgium are not done. They're going to keep playing. And now they're going to hold it up and just settle. Job well done, Belgian Cats. They had a spell where we didn't play that well. Some of that had to do with Nigeria, but coach got their attention. The leader, Messiaen, came out and snapped them to attention as well. And Alamon, who was just blissfully brilliant. Anyway, Belgium win it 78-61 over Nigeria. Nigeria have still qualified for the Olympics with their victory on opening night over Senegal, a game that they trailed into the fourth quarter before turning it around. So on balance, it's been a successful mission accomplished for them. They have done what they needed to do, and they've also learned that the difference between them and perhaps these other teams, granted, they did play the USA, the #1 team in the FIBA Women's World Ranking, but also Belgium, two of the best teams in the world. They've got a lot of work to do to catch up.
They do, but I think this is what's great about this tournament is one, not only get your ticket, but two, you can have film, tape, scout, you can go back and look at yourself individually and as a squad and a unit. What do we need to do to get closer? What are we going to do when we get to France? But wonderful job. They'll get their ticket. The boarding pass is on the way out. Great job by Belgium.
And it's one of these nights where, again, for Belgium, how many times is this legendary group of players going to be able to play in front of this massive crowd? Hopefully a lot more, but they do not take it for granted. Nigeria, meanwhile, being presented with their boarding pass to the Olympics in France. FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. So that'll soften the disappointment from this defeat and perhaps sharpen the focus for the challenges ahead. It's not that long before the Olympics tip off.
Yep. And a lovely picture.
Oh, look at that. Casual. Smiles.
Well deserved. And they should be excited. That's what I wanted to see, Thomas Kamara. Good job from Nigeria. Now they can really focus in, knuckle down these next couple of months, have a good training camp going into France. And they know what it's going to take if they've, you know, you've got a group stage. You could potentially have USA or Belgium in your group. There are the stats. 19%, 5 from 27. They struggle from the three-point line, Belgium. And Nigeria, 39% from 2 and 40%, not bad, 6 from 15. Rebounding game went to Nigeria. Well done for that, 37 to 34. They can definitely build on that. The assist game was 30 for Belgium.
Oh, they're going to do this together. Look at this.
Oh, I love this.
The Nigerians are getting out there together and doing it with Belgium.
This is a beautiful moment. This is really lovely. This is traditionally Belgium end of game to thank fans.
You think the women are together in international basketball? They definitely are. It's a nice moment.
And we'll get to see the fourth quarter best plays. They do this side as well, but they don't know about the other side.
You just got to go with the flow. So here we see again, the highlights. Alamon zipping the ball up to Maxwella Lissowa. And Lissowa's going to be huge for this team moving forward. Jordas, I think, really kind of has worked her way into the plans.
Really happy, really lovely moment for women's basketball to share the court with Belgium and Nigeria, both qualifying for the Olympic Games. Congratulations. Here's Emma Messerman, was elite today, as always, managed to figure it out even when Nigeria cut it down to 5, Jeff. They kicked into gear and did very well.
So here are the standings at the halfway point of game day 3. Belgium up at the top at 2-1. USA will pass them after their game, regardless of the result against Senegal. Then Nigeria are going to finish 3rd, and Senegal 4th, hoping to get a win tonight. But because they lost to Nigeria, they would lose that head-to-head. So terrific. Another overall solid effort for Belgium. They win it 78-61.